Kabirenjala no kabenjala alusa nezikuluma oyinza okwekanga embeera ogirimu wekka gwanoonya school fees notambula nokaaba ng'onoonya just millioni 2 oba mitwalo 10 omwana wasome embeera oyinza okuba ogirimu wekka gwanoonya sente simanyi Jaden simanyi mwonoonya sente za simanyi Bonnie Maros embeera ogirimu wekka abalimi abakaaba amaziga munoonya gye mutwala ebirime byammwe bimukungule tewali abigula tubasaasira naye mukimanyi nti mwandiba mwekka kikyentegeeza mu bwavu obungi pereketya obuli mu ggwanga mulimu abateeketeeke mu bwavu obungi pereketya mulimu abantu abalina essente e Uganda era nga bakola nkole bateeba nteebe obanga bintu bya ku stage managinga kudiisa bantu onobi translating otya obiperceiving otya obitafuta otya obitegedde otya kiri gy'oli naye ensi eno kitukusinzira okukaabira obwavu mulimu abakwewuuzisa ekibuuzo n'ogamba Mukama nze nakola ki kuba Abajamaika bagamba poverty the worst crime obwavu gwe musango ogukyasingidde ddala mu nsi mulimu abantu nga kyonoonya yakidibaga olunaku lw'eggulo ku mutimbagano guno kwe twekuumira Sheilah Gashumba yatulaze nti yabaddeko n'akabaga naye nga baspendinze miliyoni 69 ekiro kimu $180 olwa mutwalo gumu something lesot simanyi baana bawala baspendinze obukadde 69 mu kiro kimu gujja kwebuuza neetaaga miliyoni emukuteekako omujasa akadala k'ennyaanya waliwo spending obukadde 69 ezo motoka mmeka zo bodaboda mmeka ebyapa osobola okubifuna poloti z'ebyapa 5 ku 5 gyeziri banywedde poloti banywedde stage ya bodaboda banywedde mmotoka busubalu bwammwe banywedde entandikwa kapito y'abantu almost 5 sinakindi banywedde ka dispensary miliyoni 69 osoboleka ka dispensary ku kyalo kwe nalabira receipt eriko miliyoni 69 nagambye wow abantu mulina ebibuuzo abamu bagamba mufere sente z'ekifere sisinza banenya abalala bagamba abantu balina sente baleke benjoyinge sinza banenya naye leero mbuuzizaako ku Sheilah kannyinazi nekatekamu voice note etambudde bweti
sister nange penge wano kakati waliwo ebintu byendabirira ebikoze amawulire wano it's all about check oba biki bamwagenze nemunywa ku mwenge oba nemwechangamuko mu night club and then you ended up spending a lot of money almost like 69 over 65 or 60 sategedde oba billion 65 oba 69 sitegedde but it was a lot of money abantu bagamba zadde sente nyingi so please send a voice note ombulire sister kyabadde kitya mwabadde muhavinga fani Billy yabadde yani who are those friends you're talking about because you see the guy was anonymous had a friend you're promising okuja one day to support you and then the guy ended up coming up and showing up
awo mbadde mulaga nti akatambi akasatulatinzi ku mitimbagano kabaka wa internet ngafunye era mwanyinaze njagala ontangazemu ku musajja kyoyo mukwano gwo eyalina plan y'okuspendinga milioni 10 muzire olunaku lumu weewaawo mwanywedeko 69 nze nabadde munyiivu lwaki munywa 69 mwanywedde 7 nze I'm very pissed munywa kya milioni 69 bino byonna mwandizimbe mu mayumba tebinkwatako mwandikoze mu business tebinkwatako but I'm just disappointed nti mwanywedde 69 lwaki temwanywedde 7. That's my problem. However, anzizeemu era bwati bwanzizeemu.
How are you? Oh, yeah, it was just like a normal Saturday out. But like, I have a friend. He actually does not drink alcohol and he doesn't go out like that. But he always wanted to support. So he had mentioned to me like one time he's gonna come and actually spend like 100 million, right? So I was supposed to be in London on last weekend. But I stayed because I've been like overworking myself. So I was like, let me stay. So he was like, okay, this weekend I'm gonna come, right? So we had dinner first, and then we went to the club. Nothing. I feel like God's friend did the same thing. I think like some time back. The bill was like how much? Of course, it wasn't until 69, but I think it was still like 40 or something. Yeah. So the thing how the bill got to that thing to that amount is because like those alcohol bottles, the champagnes are really expensive. Like the SO spends in Uganda, each bottle is like 3 million. And the Dom Perignon, I think each bottle is like 2, something like 2 or 2.5 or 2. I'm not sure. And then yeah, so pretty much I feel like people shouldn't be calculating or like trying to say, you know, most people are like, oh, I should have done this with the money. Oh, this one should have done this with the money. Oh, that money should have done this. Like, life is short, let people enjoy. You know, and of course, someone is not going to spend that kind of money when they don't have other things going on. Like, I'm talking about old money. The person who was spending is not young money, like this new money, and some money, no, this is old money, you know, like old. People have been having money for years, but because I'm friends with them, but they don't go to the club. That's the thing. They're not club people. They are a bit older, and they're also, you know, Ugandans as well. So, but they always wanted to support my man. So this time they were like, you know what? Sorry, I'm not feeling so well. They were like, let's come and support you, Sheilah. I really had a good time. I feel life is about people creating memories, having fun. And it's also good to have people in your corner to come and support you. You know, I've been lucky and blessed that, like with my hosting nights and stuff, people really do come out and support, you know. And at the end of the day, people have fun because that's what really matters. Yeah, people need to learn to create memories and not try to convert everything to do with happiness into what someone is like farming or people already have things like that. You know, I feel like you guys don't understand that not everyone really wants to show their private stuff that they own. You know, I feel like there's nothing if someone started working with land titles on their foreheads, or you know, farms and you know, let's say investments, or you know. So everyone has their way of living their life. So someone can come and say, oh, you should live your life like this, like that. You know, I feel like everyone is entitled to live their life anyhow, as long as they're happy and as long as whatever they're doing does not hurt anyone, does not make anyone sick, does not make anyone, you know, does not make anyone sick or sad. For me, that's what I feel. Yeah, so pretty much. But you know, the crazy part is like, he had actually promised to spend 100 million, but the thing with me is I'm not really into friendships no more as much. Even my friends in that video, I only invited them like around 6 p.m. 6, 7, I think even 7 p.m. Because I remember I was like, oh my god, this guy is coming to support me and I don't even have, like, who's gonna bring the drinks? Do you get that kind of thing? So, yeah. Otherwise, thanks for reaching out.